going to the Autojumble? Okay, it's enough of this. I'm going to be late for the Autojumble. Let's get to Beaulieu. Such an I can't wait to get in. It's so exciting. I've got a fancy press pass, which means I've actually got sneaky access and parked around the back, so I haven't had to do the mega walk up the hill, which is slightly dangerous because my car is very close to the Autojumble, so I haven't got to carry everything that I buy back. Bonham's auction is over there, and then the actual Autojumble is through there. It's first thing in the morning. I've got here about 8:15, 8:30. So we're into this front section, but you're not actually allowed into the Autojumble until 9:30. And I think, I've never been here this early before, but I think there's already a crowd gathering by the gates. So there's going to be like a flood of people that go through that gate. I'm going to try and sneak past it and sneak in early, see if I can wangle my way through, but I cannot wait to get around there. I have got my shopping list for the Autojumble. I'm looking for anything Ranelagh related. I could do with a set of commercial hubcaps for the camper van. They'd be painted grey with the coloured in little logos for the steel wheels that I'm putting on. That would be nice to find. And you know what? I've got to try and stop myself from buying engineers boxes. I've got so many of those beautiful little wooden drawer units that I keep all my bits and bobs in. I've got so many. I don't really need any more, but I know there's going to be. I bought 2 here last time. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to buy a Lagonda. Not a bad car park out here. Look at this, car park for pedal cars. That is amazing. It's like an old little Edwardian pedal car. The Autojumble's not even opened yet, just in the Bonham's auction, and already I've got an Austin J40 that I'm in love with, this beautiful little Edwardian pedal car, and a penny farthing inside. It's not a good start. 'Well, I've made it the wrong side of the gate. I've sneaked my way in. It's such a huge crowd of people waiting to get in through these gates, through here, and then in to Beaulieu Autojumble. Here we go, the gate's open. There's so many people, my goodness. Look, it just keeps going on. I've just had a thought. I'm standing up here on this hill filming these hundreds of people come in. They're going to get all the bargains before me. Five minutes in already, I'm in trouble. That's quite cool. What's the reason for the chain drive? I was just looking at that.
This does two things. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, so therefore this is a very slow running engine, so we want it to go a bit quicker.
But it's got the torque.
It's got the torque,
yeah.
Exactly that, so that worked really well. And it raised the engine up so these can come out through the bonnet, so that they're in the right place.
Oh,
Otherwise,
I see.
it would be down here. And
Right.
Look at quite a lot of these ones that put coaxial engines. You'll notice the engine is very low.
It hangs really low.
And when you lift up the bonnet, you've got this huge gap.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right.
So I wanted to emulate the 1904 Gordon Bennett Challenge race car, and that's what this.
So what year's the chassis?
1912, but it's the same. It's the same chassis as they had in 04.
Is that this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, you've got the flames coming out both
Oh
sides.
man,
I love the sound.
it's just incredible.
Yeah, we've done the engine really well. You can hear it.
Absolute beast. It's awesome. Are you firing up at all today?
I would do, but the batteries are flat. I left the
Oh no,
lights
come on.
I know,
Oh my
I
God.
know.
I'll go buy you a battery.
Rookie, a rookie mistake.
Right, that's one field done. And I'm still empty-handed. I haven't found anything yet. But to be fair, I have been very good. There's a few things I really wanted to buy that I don't actually need. I'm trying to be sensible. On to the second field now. Fingers crossed we're going to find something good.
Thank you.
80. I won't bother. I won't bid you.
Familiar.
From the repair shop,
Yes.
the TV. Yeah, yeah.
You do an amazing program.
Thank you. Thank you. I've got a
really
YouTube channel as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, that's what I'm filming today.
Dominic, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Nice one.
I've still got my original one of those when I was an apprentice.
Have you?
£14 something, and I paid a pound every
Like a
week.
moron right or something like it? Yeah.
on the tip.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah.
And inside I've still got the book, my payment book.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
I'll keep hold of that.
Yeah,
That's the.
toolmaker. They're proper toolmakers thing now.
Yeah, yeah. Apprentice box. That's an awesome thing to have.
Yeah.
All right, I know. I promised, I said I wouldn't buy any more engineers boxes, but I couldn't help it. This was £80, it's a bargain. All the drawers are there, they're all in really nice condition. How could I leave it there? I know I don't need it, but hey, I'll find something to put in it. Oh no, this is the car for sale section. Oh God. I'm just wandering around now, halfway through field 2, I thought, oh, I'm near the end, this is nearly it. And then behind the bush, there's a whole other field. Another project, like I need any more.
Yeah, I said to my mate, he's off the telly. I know he's off the telly. He's going,
This is the cars for sale section. I shouldn't be allowed in this area because, as you know, I do not need any more projects. But there's that shooting brake down the end of this line that keeps luring me in. This is such a cool car, shooting brake, little woody estate conversion.
So it's just that from that
It's a very cool car, but it's quite a project. Other than that engineer's box, I'm still being very well behaved. There is a snap-on guy here. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to buy a sort of set. It's like a Blue Point set, that's like a sort of briefcase almost of sockets and spanners and sets. I need something like that for the camper van because inevitably I'm going to be driving it around, it's going to break down, and I need a basic set of tools. So it's boring because it's new, but I may end up heading back over to the snap-on guy and getting that little briefcase set of sockets and spanners. But at least I'll get something. That's a sensible thing to buy. I've seen 3 beautiful old penny farthings and I keep seeing them and saying, oh, that'd be so cool to have. I've wanted one of those for so long, but very expensive and literally a useless thing I have no use for. So much cool stuff. There's one tent that I've not been to yet, where all the sort of books and literature are. Actually, maybe I'll head over there now and see if I can sort of scour through some old autocar magazines and see if there's any Ranelagh adverts or anything like that. Hello. Can I have a 99 with a flake, please?
Is there anything else?
Look at that. Thank you. I've built the first one. The lower wheels, I've made so many of them.
Yeah, I know.
So many.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only
Trial
filmed
and
half
error.
of it, but like so many. And the only way of knowing if they're going to work is just
Use them.
make one, use it,
Yeah.
realise it's not quite right, make a tiny adjustment, make another one. You literally all these bits you turn and make all of the.
80% of what you see.
Really?
And we just finished doing a project for Bentley, Burke and Bentley project, built the blowers.
Okay.
They made 12, and they're now doing 12 speed 6s,
Right.
recreating them, but we made all the steering wheels,
Wasn't you've made what about the pressings and all that sort of stuff?
made the whole thing.
Really? That's beautiful. That's so good.
We made
Yeah.
all that.
You must have quite a facility to be able to make this. You must have.
Well, a lot of what we do is metal spinning. I don't know if you've
Is
ever
that
seen
is that spun? Yeah.
The horns I showed you, they're spun.
At the end of the trumpet, yeah.
Yeah, people would pay money to watch it being done.
Yeah, it's a beautiful process. I've been going on about finding anything Ranelagh related, and I promise you, I've trawled every stall that had magazines, posters, adverts, photos, empty-handed. Well, not exactly. I did find this one photo from this lovely man on the stall that buys and collects old negatives and then prints the photos. And he had this beautiful photo, a British workshop. They're building a prototype car. It's like a one-off prototype car. Incredible workshop, and obviously I was drawn to the 2 wheeling machines. This one in the foreground, I have no idea what that is. I've never seen one like that. That's an Edwards behind it. We know what that one is. But look, over this side of the workshop. Oh, hang on a second. There, that top wheel, there. You know what that is. Yes, it's a Ranelagh. So there we go. Mission accomplished. I know it's a rubbish photo of a tiny sliver of a Ranelagh, but I've got it. It's one. So I'll add that to my collection. Wait till the next show, come back and try and find some more. Right, here we go. We are at the Bonhams auction. Now, this is where I very nearly got in trouble last time and bought a Lagonda. This time I have not registered to the auction, so I'm not going to buy anything, but I thought I'd take you along, show you around, because every year they have the most amazing selection of cars and automobilia, just amazing stuff. So we'll have a quick look around their yard, pop inside and see what they're selling. A load of stuff I can't afford, but some cool stuff.
Nice charitable cause with a car at the end of the line. There it is, £7,000.
How much did my penny farthing go for? Do you remember? Number 20 something down there, the one by the window.
1300.
1300. Amazing. Well, that's not bad. Why couldn't one of these boxes say Ranelagh on it? It's going to cost me £25.
You know, that would buy you about 3 drinks at the bar.
I don't know if I've got £25.
Literally,
I haven't got another £1. I've spent the £1. Come on, 24.
Come on.
Come on. And I'll take it now so I won't have to pay for storage.
Well, it's already been stored all weekend.
Yeah.
That's going to be paid for.
And then you've got flats, Phillips, Aussies, Hex, Torques, Ultra Ratchet, a few extensions here and there.
Look what this day out's costing me, goodness sake. Okay, back at the car again after purchasing the toolkit. Basically it's for the camper van. That's a sensible purchase. The pigeonhole unit I did not need, I really did not need, but they're such a sweet old couple. They were so lovely I couldn't help but buy it for £24. Bless them. Now I've had the organisers here have pulled me over and said somebody called Stan works here in the workshop. I didn't know they've got workshops here. He wants to give me a little show around, a little walk around their workshops. So we're going to go into the museum now, have a look, meet Stan and have a look at his workshop. I cannot wait to get in there.
So this is Stan and this is Stixie.
Stan?
You're at Goodwood next weekend as well.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so are we. And because of the centenary of the Austin 7.
Yep. There's a parade or something, isn't there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we've got 4 here anyway, but this is going to be on our marketing stand basically. Just to make it easy to move around, we thought we'd just fire it up. So
what's the issue, do you know? It's just sat for a while.
The mag's just got a bit weak and it sat for a while.
Yeah. Is this going to Goodwood as well?
That's going to Goodwood. That's
Yeah.
supposed to be going round the track in the parade.
Wow.
We pull a car out of the museum. I can't remember this one running. I've been here 44 years. So
it's sat for a while.
It's sat for a while and
still all original 6-volt as it was with the, yeah.
Totally, even the paintwork, which makes this one so unique.
Beautiful.
The paintwork is totally original.
Yeah.
We've never restored this car and we've not really done anything to it, but as it's going to drive round the track, we thought we'd better make it run.
Absolutely, yeah. I've never seen one with this roof, the sort of peak. It's unusual.
I mean, this is the birth of Jaguar, basically. This is an Austin 7 Swallow.
Ah.
On there.
Oh, hence the bird on the, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
Now, Jaguar's birthplace was Swallow sidecars. So they
Right.
They started building sidecars, progressed from sidecars into cars.
Cars,
bodywork.
yeah.
And then they went on to building their own car, Jaguar. And you know the SS
Yeah.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Well, that stands for Swallow sidecars. That's where SS comes from.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, and obviously they had to drop the SS during the Second World War.
Yeah.
But it went on.
They weren't carried on.
unused.
Completely original. Everything's as
Yeah.
it should be, as it
Exactly,
was. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing an engine rebuild, but we're not changing anything.
It's all like for like, and it will all be the right bits going back on.
It's
Yeah.
the right block, right head, right pistons. All we're doing is changing the gaskets and making sure that the water will flow within the engine. One owner car again, been in the family since new. It's been here for well over 50 years.
It's been in the family since new.
Yep, we've had this car in here for 50 years.
And it's not been restored? Or it's had bits, had
a
paint.
job.
Yeah.
But
all this,
the same body.
yeah, like this
Yeah.
all looks as could be original or very old
that
at
is
least.
original. We
yeah.
had to do the seat cushions because they just fell apart basically. 4-cylinder Daimler, very rare 4-cylinder Daimlers.
Okay. This is all completely foreign to me. I've never worked on anything even anywhere near as old as
Well,
this.
you know
so
how an engine works,
I get the gist of it, but it's
So you've got the engine here, the main blocks and the crankcase.
Yeah.
And the pistons run up and down inside. But everything out is on the outside. This is the camshaft.
The cam is out.
There's the camshaft, and these are all the
all the sort of lifters and the
rods
yeah, it's all
for the exhaust valves, but only the exhaust valves. Because under there is the inlet valves, and they're what called atmospheric inlet valves. So there's no mechanical operation to the inlet valves.
it's just on sort of vacuum or
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pistons suck the valves
Pull-
open.
and pushes them open,
And
pushes them
there's a
shut.
light
Yeah.
spring in there, so it helps shut them, and that's it. You've got no control over the inlet valves at all.
The pinstriping. Are you responsible for all the lining?
No, we have a coach painter 4 miles away, so he
Comes
does
down
most
and-
of our painting here. The Daimler over there, that's the original brake drum, which has been, somebody's put a band in there and brazed it in.
Yeah.
So they're falling apart. So I've just had new ones cast.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Who's got the pattern for that?
That one there.
You've got it?
Yeah. So we had to make the pattern.
Yeah.
And,
Whoa.
have it made.
I can completely relate now.
Yeah.
I fully understand how much work goes
Exactly,
into
yeah.
this. I really understand it, my God.
The 350 horsepower something, otherwise known as Bluebird. You can see on the walls there, up the top there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malcolm Campbell.
That is the Bluebird.
The Bluebird, Bluebird 1 if you like. It was originally called the 350 horsepower Sunbeam until Campbell bought it off a Sunbeam and renamed it Bluebird.
Bluebird. So where is this now?
It's out in the museum.
Is the blue back that car?
Yeah.
Is it here?
It's here.
Oh, can we have a look?
We can have
Can
a
we
look,
go? Yeah. Can we go?
This is the engine out of it, which is very similar to these engines.
Yeah.
But in 1994, it decided to throw a rod out the side. That one there.
Yeah.
So it came through the side of the block there.
Oh.
Big hole in the sump. Destroyed the pistons.
And a lot more along with it, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but we were lucky, basically.
Yeah.
So we've managed to, well, it took me 10 years to do it.
10 years.
Yeah.
That must be, you're saying all that so blasé, but that must be quite rewarding.
It is.
You must feel.
That's why I'm here, basically, for stuff like this, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's big parts of my life is rebuilding this.
10 years of your life working on building this engine, and then to see it go out on tour and drive around Goodwood, and it must be amazing.
It is, and we're taking it back to Pendine in 2024.
Literally going back in time. That would be awesome.
Because that's when its next land speed record came about.
Oh, okay.
That's the 350 horsepower Sunbeam. This is the 1,000 horsepower Sunbeam.
Oh.
Which we also have in the museum. Took the rear engine out, then we took the front engine out.
Oh, it's got 2 engines, I see.
And the reason we took them out,
Again, it's sat.
museum-itis we call
Yeah,
it.
it's sat for
basically.
too long.
It just sits and corrodes within the museum.
Yeah, right. Well, that is an amazing behind-the-scenes little tour of the workshop here.
You're welcome.
Here we go. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's been absolutely brilliant.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. We are going to head up now quickly and have a look in the museum, see Bluebird. Oh, that's the real. That's it.
That's it. So that's Bluebird CN7.
Yeah, that's not the early. That's not the first one.
That's Donald Campbell's car.
Right.
The one we were talking about was Malcolm Campbell's car,
Yeah.
which normally sits here.
Okay. Another Sunbeam. Oh, that's the twin engine.
The engine sits obviously down there.
1,000 horsepower.
The fuel tank.
So is it all custom made? The chassis is not.
Everything's custom
It's
made,
not like
yeah.
an old lorry chassis or something.
No, everything's custom made. The gearbox is in there. You see it? No, not very well from there. But you see the shaft going across.
Yeah, there's familiar bits. You can see there's bits.
Shock absorbers, Andre Hartford shock absorbers.
Yeah, sort of like they've sort of robbed some parts, haven't they? But yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, this is it. Here it. Oh, of course we had to see this one. How could I forget? Love it. That's it. That's the end of the tour. Stan, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you both. Lovely to meet you. See you later.
See you later.
Every single bit there
Every single bit,
you've made.
apart from the tyres.
The wheels, the rims.
Yeah, the wheels, the radiator, the bonnet, the body,
Wow.
everything. Yeah, I just sit down and say, I want that bit.
How are we going to do that? Yeah.
A lot of it I make tools for, like the wheel arches. I made a roller
Yeah.
with a turnbuckle.
Yeah. You know what you needed?
Turning it to push it out.
You needed a mini rattler. Well, it's the end of a very long day. The sun is actually setting already, which is a bit sad. It's like one last walk around, one last quick. I'll grab a coffee for the road, and then head out. And on the way to buying a coffee, I found a new hammer. It's a snap-on hammer, it's a nice hammer, but I really didn't need another hammer. So that is it. I've had to have a hard, just go, just leave. This is it. This is my last purchase of the day. I've done okay though. It's been good. It's been a really good day, an absolutely brilliant time. If you have never been next year, make sure you get your tickets. It's well worth a trip. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.